Welcome to the On the Record portion of Rockbridge Report. I'm Noya Jill, and today I'm talking to Tracy Lyons, Director of Lexington Rockbridge Chamber of Commerce. Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you.
So, can you introduce a little bit about yourself? What does your daily life in the office look like? And,
Certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. My name is Tracy, of course, Lyons. Like you said, I'm the director of the chamber. I'm the executive director. We have a small staff here, staff of 3, and we serve all of Rockbridge, so Lexington, Buena Vista, and Rockbridge County. So I would say a typical day for us is really not in the office. It's more so in the community. So we spend a lot of our time out visiting our members, a lot of time attending events, networking events, meetings with different folks. So it really is not a typical day. So every day is different, which kind of keeps it exciting. So.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it is.
And how long have you been the director?
3 years now. Well, it'll be 3 years in January. So I started in January of 2015.
Okay, I see. And what does Chamber of Commerce do, and how many members do you have so far?
Yeah, well, the Chamber of Commerce is a kind of the business entity for the community. So we are all about bringing folks together. We promote business and economic development here in Rockbridge County. And so whatever we can do to help boost business, to connect business, to keep things local. We push a lot of shop local. We help a lot with education and workforce. I guess tackling some of those workforce needs and the untapped resources we have. Education in terms of educating our youth of what's available and what's right here for them in terms of work needs. And so educating them early to make sure they are staying here in Rockbridge and finding work in Rockbridge. I would say we have around 475 members at the moment. That ranges from small business, one-man businesses, to our larger businesses that employ 600 plus members. So that's some of our manufacturers that are out in the county. So we have, thousands of members because as a member of the chamber, all of your employees become a member, meaning they're available and they're accessible to all the resources that we provide. So kind of touch a little bit of everyone, which is nice.
Okay, I see. Yeah. And you mentioned you educate the business owners, like sure. In what ways? Do you host events, classes?
We do a little of both. So we have educational workshops that ranges from marketing workshops, social media, online. It could be email marketing, it could be specific target marketing. Sometimes we do collaboration. So we educate our businesses on how to collaborate and work together. So how to promote their business and then support their neighbor. We also have a lot of events, and the events are more geared towards networking, especially for our small businesses or those one-man, non-traditional, no storefront businesses. The networking events give them the opportunity for people to know who they are and know that they are here in Rockbridge, and serve some of those needs that people may not know that we have available, which is neat.
I see. How often are these events?
They vary. So we host networking events. Our business after hours is every month. It's the third Thursday of the month. That's open to all of our members. We also host coffee and conversation events every month, and those are morning breakfast events. Sometimes we'll have an educational speaker at those, and sometimes they'll just be a conversation around a topic. So we'll host maybe a coffee and conversation for a political forum, for upcoming elections, or we'll have a topic on marketing or something like that. We also host various signature events throughout the year. A lot of those are specifically networking, but they're also fundraisers for the chamber. We are a nonprofit and a membership-based organization, and so we have to fundraise ourselves. So we host 5 signature events kind of throughout the year, I'd say every 2 months, that help support just the daily operations of our business in general.
Okay, I see. And so is the local chapter, is it politically affiliated with any party?
No, not necessarily. And we don't dabble too much in government affairs. We have a government relations committee. They do a lot of they want to focus like kind of on the local and state a little bit levels, less on the national level. In terms of government relations, we host candidates forums. We host breakfast for like a kickoff breakfast for the year for our government officials. We have good relationships with a lot of our jurisdictions in terms of economic development and them sitting on our committees. But we don't necessarily support one party or the other. We're not a member of the National Chamber of Commerce because sometimes they get very involved in political campaigns, and we've just decided to keep things kind of unbiased. We support everyone, especially our members, and make sure they know we're here to serve the community as a whole, no matter what.
I see.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it's a nonprofit organization.
We are.
So what's your main source of funding come from except the events?
Events and membership, as well as our sponsors. So I would say our membership dues make up about 50% of our of our income, and then our membership dues and our sponsors help us, compensate for the other portion. Our sponsors are mostly our corporate sponsors, some of our larger industries and banks and that type of financial institutions that help us support us on the national, on that level, the fundraising and the marketing level.
I see.
Yeah.
And last week was Thanksgiving, and there's this Shop Small Business Saturday.
Yeah.
And what was Chamber of Commerce role in that?
We did a lot. So we hosted, this year we did it kind of a little, we've done different things in the past. So American Express is the, official host of Small Business Saturday. Locally, we partnered with them, and we get all kinds of gear that we pass out to all of our Shop Small businesses. We hosted 3 days of Shop Small in terms of getting the information out to our small businesses. We did one on the northern end of the county in Fairfield, one on the southern end of the county, Glasgow and Buena Vista, and then one in Lexington. And what that was a day for them to come, gather marketing materials, learn about Small Business Saturday and ways they could participate. And then, of course, on Small Business Saturday, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we just encourage all of our, not only members, but businesses to support each other and shop local and get out and just kind of see what's out there and realize that they can shop local and find almost everything they need versus online or leaving town to do so.
I see.
Yeah.
So what's the next step for Chamber of Commerce? What are some of your plans for the future?
Well, we have a strategic plan that we're working on. We have not launched it yet, but it'll start in 2018. Our biggest focus there is to support our membership in terms of education and their needs. Workforce and development is a huge kind of buzzword that you'll hear a lot going on right now. Our workforce is in need desperately of some skilled trades, and we're finding that it's really hitting the market now, but we should have started this a while ago because it starts at an early young age, teaching our youth that there are some great job opportunities out there that don't involve necessarily a 4-year education. And so providing that opportunity, and it's all about educating them early. So workforce and education will be a big hot topic. And then also kind of on the horizon are just some new initiatives and events. Next year we're hosting a Women in Business Leadership Luncheon, and that'll be in cooperation with the Virginia Horse Center and their big horse show this year. So we're excited about that. That should be in June, and kind of a new initiative we're looking forward to.
Wow, sounds great.
Yeah.
These are all my questions. Is there anything I didn't ask but you think our audience should know?
I think you covered it pretty good. We love to just be supportive of our local economy and our local businesses and make sure that we can represent kind of the best interests of our members as a whole. So that's about it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
This has been the on the record portion of Rockbridge Report.